My name is Jason Hobgood, and I am from Louisville, Kentucky. I spent 14 years active duty Air Force and Air National Guard combined. I spent 10 years working as a operations manager and process engineer for Humana Healthcare. I started a drone solutions company called Flying Grasshopper Drone Solutions in May of 2017 with ambitions of entering this drone industry with four pillars in mind. One being a services pillar, one being education and training, one being sports and recreation, and one being apparel. And to focus on two of those pillars today, I would say education and training means a lot to me, which is what I'm most passionate about. I hope to find myself eventually in this industry as a facilitator of a vocation for our younger generation of 16 to 18-year-olds to have opportunities in high school that we may not have had at the time. You can become an FAA pilot at 16 years old. I know Shawnee High School and other high schools have aviation programs already, and I look to partner with the educational system here in Louisville, Kentucky, and do the same with drones. Primarily, though, how we make money today is our services pillar. And in services, we focus on construction, site management, as well as smart farming. Kentucky has a $5 billion farming industry, and 48% of Kentucky is forest land. There's a lot of opportunities for a smart farmer kit in Kentucky. The construction industry is also huge in Kentucky. And one of the biggest deficiencies for construction site management is timeliness and quality management. There's about a 30% deficit that could easily be alleviated with the use of drones in construction site management. As a manager, I understand how to provide dashboards for construction site management, weekly, monthly roll-ups, year-to-date roll-ups to track progress, count rocks, several things like that, site monitoring. We can blueprint your project from beginning to end and periodically put new maps on top of that to see where you're lining up with your goals and if you're meeting those goals, and we can hold subcontractors accountable. So if that's my 4-minute elevator speech, that's what it is. STEM, yes. I've already wrote my whole platform of it, and you have to have, for one, if you have a STEM project, to be a teacher, you have to have at least an associate's degree. I forget, it's a para-educator. So you have to have an associate's degree, and you have to have the background that makes you qualified to be able to do that job. And I've trained for Department of Defense. I've trained doctors and providers, and I've been an operations manager. So, and I have a degree in healthcare administration and management. So I have that. Second thing you have to have is the community you're going to be involved in. It needs to be something that is cohesive and correlates to what the people in the community do. And if you're trying to get a project for a lower income neighborhood, I grew up in Valley Station in the South End, and most of my peers and their parents, they worked in construction or something of that nature. So if I'm teaching their kids to go be the superintendent of those sites instead of the worker bee when they get out of high school, then that's what my plan is. And so I've developed it with that in mind, and I articulate it that way, that's the goal, right? To have the parents involved highly in this program.